this goes. Hello, welcome to episode. Is this the right microphone? Yep, okay. Good. We are ready to yell. No, everyone's asleep in the house, so yeah, let's get going on the fantastic, fartastic, lengthy Let's Play video. I feel like I'm going into a character. I want to step away from that. Hey, how are you? I don't know why I result to saying that when I'm speaking to a microphone. Like, as if you could respond and I could hear you in an almost immediate fashion. Well, you're doing good? Anyways, hello. Welcome to this episode of this video game that I am playing. At the moment, I'm not playing a video game. This is going to be either post-commentary or pre-commentary, possibly just the commentary. But I have envisioned or plans of what this video can be or what video game I can play, so I will probably put that in as soon as I mention the video game title. Like, what a plan, what an idea that I'm not even going to... Just recording this, just like, see what's going to come out of it. Isn't that an interesting thing that you just kind of do something and then you just see where it goes? And you can just only plan so far for it, and then it starts like kind of inching up on you, like things are being set in motion, and then you become like set in motion. So what I guess I mean when I was saying that, like, this character, this officiate, where I have to speak in a specific fashion, I've been nervous to record lately because I don't know how to technically represent myself as a person, like, legitimately. It's a thought that's come up, and when I've recorded lately, I wasn't necessarily nervous. I fall into the groove of it kind of fine, kind of, you know, kinda, sorta. But there's also just like these energies that arise. I've had this thing over the years where I've wanted to do like a recording. I wanted to be able to do them. And that legitimately, in actuality, that just kind of means like I've wanted to basically like sit and play a video game and record my voice and, you know, do these things. And something stopped me over the years sometimes when it came to that. And it might have been, other than myself, it might have been that I don't even really want to play video games. But there has been sort of a breath in me, or like a stopping pause before doing it, like, to do it, what am I gonna talk about? You'll get there. And so that kind of thing is like appearing within me lately, like, I'm gonna find the groove. I'm gonna get to a place where things are gonna be fine. Have I said the word fine yet? I've been lately, legitimately, saying the word fine. Like, as in just describing how things are going. All these resulting words have been coming to me and I've been thinking like, good, great, sure, freaking fantastic. I don't want to say that, but I've been busy is probably the best way to describe how I am lately. And trying to do a video here for the tubes, thinking on what to make this episode, what to make this video even, has been just trials, because I've made some attempts at making a video before we get to some of the later videos in the year. I want to have just a few more, like not too many. It's not a couple. See, there's gotta be a different way to describe a few, and then I legitimately just mean three. Few, three. Through and through, we're gonna post this, and it's gonna be something that someone likes. But there's this sort of energy in me. There's this like thing that comes about when I'm like speaking, and I get nervous. And even with people, with other persons about, I'll have conversations, and I'll have like this sort of stutter. Which, yeah, that's just a part of me where I'm like a weirdo, like, will overthink. But, like, I've been kind of just, like, rationing what words to use. It's such an odd thing to know that's, like, how I'm being. This world is resourceful, and it's vital to use it properly and correctly. But being the person who talks to the people, what does that mean? Being the person, well, it's just talking to people lately, it's been kind of like, I want to tell them these things. And then when I come to like this YouTube channel, I've been thinking like, what do I have to tell the masses? It's just like, that's such a wide question that's been coming up in my brain lately. I was doing live streams for the past few years, and it came pretty much to a close at the end of last year. But I started getting to a point where it's like, I don't know if I can really do these stretches, these lengthier pieces. And yeah, into the early portion of this year, they stopped. And I knew that was kind of coming, so I ended it on the Ides of March. And then also I stopped just making YouTube content, and that was for two reasons, but I am completely working on the Gary episode. It is arriving to the tubes this summer. I'm gonna be getting to lots of good stuff pretty soon. It's, yeah, good stuff is it. The way to describe it, it's like goodness, and just know, maybe you can hear it, but I'm excited, and I want to help more than just doing these videos or streams. And I'm busy. I want to be able to do these type of things. Anyway, so I've been kind of like overthinking this particular video, and I really don't have to. So I'm gonna play Stardew Valley, and we're in. And this is one of my favorite games. My friend Renee sent this to me, and I've barely touched it, but I kind of know it's like one of my favorites. There's something so quaint about this title, and like, quaint might not be the best way to describe it, because I described someone's house as quaint once and they were completely offended. But I've done 5 streams of this video game, and lately they had a version 6 or so of this come about. And doing an episode on it feels like the way to continue the path, so I can play it on my own in a way. What tends to happen on streams is I will be just frantically running around the small village, whatever you'll call it, and kind of thinking out loud of what I have to do. But in this game sesh, same thing is gonna happen. But there's a few things that you can do in this title, and well, wow. Let's see what happens. So I'm gonna let's scooch on over and let the current Chaz take over. The version that we'll be playing it. This is still pre-commentary or post-commentary. This is live commentary being faded out into live commentary. Thanks for listening. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Will enjoy. Oh, will ya? My middle name is William. Kinda looks like a smiley face on the side. Tournament. What will this become? Maybe a raining cloud. Sort of like a speedboat. Week. Number 3. I believe so. What was I gonna call that? Let me guess. Starting to do it. Yeah, that was the one. And then I'll just get back to streaming it when I get back to streaming it. It'll just be its kind of solo episode. Well, hey, how goes it? Bit of a frog burp of an intro there. I'm in between things at the moment. I mean, we all are. I'm between life and more life. I thought I'd pop on here and do a little mini episode of a Stardew. as I entailed, this is mainly a stream thing, but I'd really like to seclude and say that the 4 pillars of gaming, congrats to this one, to being such a solace, such a great title. I'm in between a lot of things, but like one of the things is birth and death. In between starting the recording and finishing it. And I didn't want to have this record be that way where I was gonna have to be between some other things, but it's the best for how it goes. And it's going well. My garden is doing fine. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, is just how are the plans coming along? And as far as I can control some of the things, as far as I can control, a few of the things are doing well. That previous segment was recorded about 2 weeks ago. See a little thing there? Sure. Don't even know what you want. Sure, you got it. Hello, excuse me. This is such a wacky game where I'll legit, like, look at these little characters and say, like, oh, hello. If I were, like, on record thing. If I was alone, I wouldn't have said that aloud like that. Oh, potatoes. Oh, potato. I'm out of inventory. Will you take that? I actually planted potatoes for the first ever a couple of weeks back. Like those. We're gonna get them at the end of summer. And I was hoping I was going to be able to get this during this session, just so I can double, quadruple, million-tuple this, but it's, I think, quite a heft. So I'll be back later, character. I'm quite in my early days of Stardew, and so it's very much like, I don't know what the endgame stuff is, or even what the new updates are. They have, like, updates come into this every so often. That's, like, such a amazing thing to have happen, is free DLC when that occurs. Oh man, the joy that this one has given me is not like it's gave me jam-pack amount, but it's like planting potatoes. You'll have a nice dinner, and it'll be kind of just like this thought of what it is. So even though I've played it like a little bit, even though I've been able to grab potatoes out of the ground and like grab a pepper from our garden or whatnot, but being able to plant it myself. Warm rain. I remember a warm rain I had once. Just looked at the Fred Flintstone dialogue and he said, a warm rain is a pleasant way to get clean. Almost seems like a rhyme. Ever heard of a salmon berry? It had a name tag on the side of it. Let me eat this one. On the way. On the way home. I don't know why his energy is depleted quite a bit. Maybe I didn't make it to bed at a good enough clock cycle or something. There's a few things I wanted to hit at in this video, in this episode of Stardew. You heard me clicking? I was about to put some rusty copper ore in the ground there. Bit of a blooper. I don't know if we're planting squids, but we done did. I didn't want to record this while I'm in between things. You're always gonna be in between things. As long as you, like, got some good silent moments with yourself to be able to play, and for me it'd be to play and record. As long as I have that, like, good era, good aura, good space. What's this? Dawn of your third year. Yeah, I didn't... Grandpa's still alive? Shrine? Grandpa? He's gonna show up as a ghost there. Some good lore. Some good lore. Wow, that distracted me. What was I saying? Yeah, whatever, like, as long as you got some moments. That's nice. So as much as I did want to be a little bit more free, this will probably still come out pretty well. Maybe I was a little, like, frightened on doing the recording, but the stakes are not as high as noobish gameplay to Plants vs. Zombies. Like, I have to focus while playing that, and a little embarrassing to showcase. The difficulty spike has a rose to that one, and I haven't been ready for it. I don't have my slasher. I'll clear up some of this. I don't know what I'll do with this little area way out here. What is that supposed to be? That noise that you heard, of course. What a hearty giggle that was. Enjoy those moments that you have with yourself. Try to. Things won't always be quite like as laughter filled. Hope you're having a good summer, guys. It was in full swing the day it started for me. Saw fireworks on the lake, very up close. And I was asked if I wanted to shoot off a firework for the first time in my whole life. I used to, like, go to the community center, and that's, like, down the street for me, and go up the hill and try to be as close as I can to the person lighting them off. And I don't know why I was so interested in being that close with the firework handler. I guess I liked fireworks when I was younger. Now I definitely have a thought or two about how much I care about it. But when the question arose, if I wanted to light one off, there's a bit of, like, a breath and a thought to it. Like, I kind of backed away a little. But, yeah, I feel like there's always gonna be fireworks when it hits summer. And if we're gonna have, like, a global ban to it, like, in 100 years from now, if fireworks aren't a thing, what a mystical era that we have at least had to see them. And I will admit, annoying. That's brazy. This guy just has... That's my house. He just has his fireplace on all day. I'd be afraid, like... Fire. But, I like the dog going... Sleep well. Rusty. I called him E-Bro or something. Can I only check his name out here? E-Bro, yeah. As I thought about it, and I'm still always thinking about it every time I jump back into this, E-Pooch would have been better. Like if I got a name tag collar around him, I'd get one that would say, like when I first got him, it'd say, E-Bro. But then I'd get the collar, I would get one that'd say, E-Pooch. I really like this, like, dog. He's a little guy. Where'd he go? I was just dreaming about him. He's gone. He's off on his adventure. Sleeping by his sippy cup. There's no doggy door. The imagination of this title. It's a beauty to know that only one people, yeah, I've probably made this, like, helped out with some things, but the story goes is a dude. Was it a dude? That's like, I don't know if it was a Lego man, boy, fish, girl, or whatnot, like, but the story goes is just some person. And it always comes to be that kind of thing. Where it's like, what is the startings of the thing? Of, like, when you hear about a different game or a movie or something like that, it's like, how did that come to be? You always go back to that, like, firsts. It's always like that type of thing. And if I was to speak on YouTube for a moment, like, sure, I've been doing it for 13 years. I gotta remember that. I can't squeeze by. Why can't I squeeze by that? I gotta just remember that this bridge near this entrance. Not quite yet. I'm not doing anything with here yet. But I've been doing YouTube for almost since the precipice of it, like watching it in 2005, and it's grown to quite a platform, and also this untangible, whatever the word is. That was a loud bark, dog. Ah, thanks, man. Can I reply to those? May I just go see them, and that's how you reply. So, but I've been creating content here on this website. I was about to go down there again. Whoops. Up we go. Up that thought process once more. Maybe 2 years after the website was formed. Some of you viewers, some of you guys, like, know the day to the exact. And that's a thing I've been learning. It's like, anniversaries only matter to, like, some of those who really do care that much about it. Celebrated someone's 60th birthday. And on that day, or maybe it was like their 59th, but to me it was like special, like, wow. You're getting up there. You must know, like, so much. And yeah, they experienced a boatload of things throughout their life. But then when it comes to just, like, saying happy birthday or happy anniversary birthday party to that person, wasn't I able to reach that before? Maybe I'm getting it confused with another bush. Classic. Yeah, they're just like, it's just another day. And that thing has sort of, like, stayed with me in the past few years. Maybe it's just been a year. Well, whenever, but now I kind of think about it like it's to keep track of those who like care about birthdays or not. Somewhat stays in my mind of like, oh, that person, you know, when it comes to their birthday, you know, I'll say happy birthday, but I won't make a big schlong about it. There won't be like a large party. I won't have to. And some of those, some folk like to have like to go out, like to make a week of it. For me, it does happen to have like I celebrate like 2 to 4 days around my anniversaries. I tend to care a little bit. Just get up to thinking about the wonderment of it all. Not even of it all, just period, at the wonder that I'm here, that we're here, that the environment is still stable enough. I get thankful. And those people who celebrate the things with me on those days, I feel like I take it for granted a little bit. But I just enjoy seeing the faces at least. Like, thank you to those who's ever even said like happy birthday to me in my comments. I remember those. Like, people remember my birthday? That in itself is like, wow. Who am I to you to, yeah, to you have had remembered that, man. And I forget the fact that I like tell people some of those things. Like, I must have during my early days of the tube. Hey, dude. Which one do I have? Like a little bamboo? Wow. Gave me the bamboo out the gate. Take that, TT. A little quiet in here. Like directly the wind or whatever you would call this. The misty, sandy sound of the shore. Turns on this lamp, then runs out. What's this? Ah. Why not? Or randomized each go through? Yeah, I'm gonna go check this out. Well, maybe it's per sesh I'm on the screen. Or it's just randomly... Oh! Okay, I don't fish that much. I think I used to really like it when I was younger. But I'll keep it green until I unlock yellow, bellow, purple, galore, carnival colored. Because there was like 30 bobbers in there. But yeah, I don't quite fish anymore. This is your house? Oh, we gotta become friends with him. Hey, look at this thing. Are we friends now? Oh. Another thought I had before this session had begun was, when did I become an actor? I got into theater class grade 6 or 7. Because when I was at, I think it was camp, there was like some sort of a theatrical, make a scene or make like a house out of people's bodies. And here, I found this. You can have it. He didn't seem to enjoy it. Interesting is such a word that's like, yeah, good talk, man. And then in grade 7 through beyond, I quite took those theater classes. But that would have had meant that I had some interest in it years previous. This kind of thought is like, because to be a content creator, you have to have had some meaning to have presence to a camera. You have to have that kind of goal to do that. So that means when I was younger, I must have had thought about it. I mean, I like directing, writing what I can, but acting, I guess, has always been there. And to have went through the rest of my entire high school years with taking theater class and seeing a bunch of improv shows, there must have been something there that I quite enjoyed. That to the surface level, it's like, yeah, I would watch films, TV shows, and grew up on YouTube. Are you just fluting? Person just fluting while I'm doing my YouTube video. The thought is like, when did I become an actor? When did I like have that thought? What is it that people listen to me for? Like, what do they get out of it? When I feel like my act, you don't have to answer this. This is just really what I've been thinking about. It's like when my act is just trying to not really act. To act yourself is to still be using the word act. I know, it's been a thought I've wanted to throw in here within the Stardew. There's something to it that it's like you're on a farm. You've gotten a farm? And there's a TV out here. The dog teleported. He's in my bed. I don't have that conclusive answer, and I feel like the past few years, some of my excavation of thoughts have... I forget if this is the trash bin or someone comes and picks this up later. Yeah, because I just kind of like leave it in the dust and see where that kind of heads out. And as much as there's like not an act, I still have to put on a voice, and it's like the person that I am in my room and all day is someone that won't be like speaking like this. And it's it's a thought that is quite the whistle or whisper in the wind. I'll take it what you will with this, and let's finish this off with like a little bit television. Why don't we? Let's just head to bed after this, though. Thanks for watching.